Oh, shiny Pokemon, what a great concept. So many Pokemon have had great shinies over the years, but there have been quite a few duds. From lost potential to straight up disgusting, I'm going to talk about some shiny Pokemon that I most likely will not be hunting for. A few disclaimers. I will not be including shiny Pokemon that hardly change at all. Yes, they are the worst, but we all know that. So there's no point for me to repeat what tons of other people have said time and time again. Second, this video contains my opinion. If you like any of these Pokemon, that's awesome, good for you. They just don't sit well with me. If you have any shiny Pokemon you think look awful, leave them in the comments below. With that being said, let's get started. First on the list is Forretress. If I had to pick one shiny Pokemon that is the best example of boring, aside from the Pokemon that don't change, Forretress would be it. Just look at it. It's just brown. They just took regular Forretress and made it brown. All brown. It looks like it's just dirty, like it needs a bath. I guess from a Pokemon lore standpoint, it can have an easier time catching prey or keeping predators away. It remains immovably rooted to its tree. It scatters pieces of its hard shell to drive its enemies away. Forretress conceals itself inside its hardened steel shell. The shell is open when the Pokemon is catching prey, but it does so at such a quick pace that the shells inside cannot be seen. But that's only for the lore. The objective of a Pokemon game isn't seeing how long it can survive in the wild. It's about catching that Pokemon and battling others, so its hunting strategy is thrown out the window. I guess it is neat that it's kind of like a rusty Forretress, but why not make its shell rusty and change the inside rather than making all of it the same color? At least the earlier generations did pretty well with that. Scizor is in this video mainly because of missed opportunity. Now, Game Freak can always change shinies, but I feel like it's a little too late for this one. First of all, I get the fact that it is paying homage to Scyther. That's neat, I guess, but is Scyther paying homage to Scizor? Nope. And here's another reason why I don't like it. It's lime green. I know lime green shinies get a bad rap, but it's not about lime green shinies sucking. In fact, there are some lime green shinies I think look pretty cool. Lime green just doesn't fit Scizor. It doesn't show off its cool or vicious side like the red does. Look at this. Now this is a shiny Scizor. Or maybe even this. Sadly, we will never have these. We're stuck with bleh. Here's a shiny no one expected, and I don't blame you because it's Tranquil. Now, why is Tranquil ranked alongside all of these other terrible shinies? Well, yeah, it looks really bad, but the reason why I don't like it is because it is such a drastic change from Pidove and Unfezant. These three keep the same shiny coloration, roughly, light gray with some blue, aside from the female Unfezant that at least keeps in touch with the male. Now look at this shiny evolutionary line. Tranquil doesn't fit at all. It's all green with some purple. Okay, Tranquil's feet match male Unfezant's waddle, but all of these Pokemon have the same coloration when they aren't shiny, so why does Tranquil change so much? And you're probably thinking, there are tons of Pokemon that have different shiny colors within their evolutionary line. Well, take these two questions into consideration. Do all of the Pokemon within the evolutionary line have the same non-shiny coloration? If so, how about this? Does the first Pokemon start as one color, change drastically, and revert back to the original color? That's why I hate shiny Tranquil. Take a good long look at regular Crocodile. Doesn't it look intimidating? Well, yes, of course it does. Now look at its shine. What have they done? Crocodile, you looked so cool. Now you look so stupid. I really don't mind the light brown, but why do you have to have yellow stripes? And I can see your eyes. It looked like you had sunglasses on. It looked like you would show up and beat someone's family and leave. It looked so cool, and these dex entries proved it. After clamping down with its powerful jaws, it twists its body around to rip its prey in half. They never allow prey to escape. Their jaws are so powerful, they can crush the body of an automobile. Now, if you saw this thing destroying your car, you'd be petrified. You'd just let it tear up your car. Now, if you saw this thing doing it, you'd be pissed off and told to F off. It really doesn't have the same intimidation factor. The only shiny I could think that could replace its color scheme is one that is similar to Sandile and Crocodile's regular color. Oh yeah, Crocodile shiny sucks too. Then again, I feel like Game Freak had to make regular Crocodile red to make it stand out, to differentiate it from the others. When it came to its shiny, they didn't make it stand out from its evolutionary line, but it sure does stand out when you put it with a bunch of other shiny Pokemon, and for all of the wrong reasons. Oh yeah, Solgaleo. When I saw this thing, I thought, well, it wasn't the first thing that came to mind, but its shiny would look so cool. This is a Pokemon that doesn't require a major change. Keep the whole shiny the same. Whoa, what in the world? Wait, why is it such a bright red? It looks like red Play-Doh now, and the yellow and blue make it look like it's got the little pieces of Play-Doh on it. Remember when you were a kid and you'd get some of the yellow and blue Play-Doh mixed in with the red? You'd open it up later and it's as hard as a rock? That's Solgaleo's shiny. Why did Game Freak make such a drastic change to this shiny? It really didn't need it. If they were going to make such a hefty change, why not base it off the solar eclipse? I know a lot of shinies don't take inspiration from anything, but it would have made it look much better than this. Here's a shiny that actually looked alright in the older generations. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest of all time. Maybe it could have been the coloration of Sneasel's old sprite, or this one I made that looks absolutely amazing, and if it were real I would love everything about it. The shiny was alright, and I bet it had its fans. Then Gen 6 came, and with it, a terrible looking Revile shiny. Yeah, it barely changed, but that small change made it look so unappealing. The change that Game Freak made was changing the pale pink fur to, pink marker. It looks like a child took a pink marker and a yellow highlighter and colored Revile, while the original shiny's pink fur had depth, and it looked somewhat natural. This new one just looks like a pink marker, and I don't like it. Groudon has long been described in mythology as the Pokemon that raised lands and expanded continents. This Pokemon took to sleep after a cataclysmic battle with Kyogre, said to have expanded the lands by evaporating water with the raging heat. It battled titanically with Kyogre. With these colossal, well, sort of, Pokemon on the battlefield, ready to engage in an epic war, land versus sea. Imagine if you saw a shiny Groudon in the distance. That would be quite the spectacle for sure. Wait, I said shiny, not sick. That's it, shiny? It looks like it's about to throw up, like, excuse me Kyogre, I need to go see a doctor. Well, Groudon shiny. You know how people associate the color green with sick? Yeah, that's why I think of this shiny as sick. Why did they make it look like this? Like Crocodile, if you saw a regular Groudon, you'd crap your pants. Now, if you saw a shiny Groudon, you'd want to call a doctor because he might crap his pants uncontrollably. Luckily, Game Freak knew they screwed up and made its primal form black. Now that is an awesome shiny. As a Pokemon, Stantler is one of the worst in my book. It looks hideous, hard to use during a playthrough, has no evolutions to speak of, hardly in any of the games is a Pokemon you can use on your adventure, and just feels uninspired. It's just an ugly reindeer. Now, says Game Freak, how can we make this Pokemon even worse? I've got an idea. Let's make it lime green.
You serious?
While the other shinies I talked about made me think about something odd or unpleasant, this is the one shiny that looks absolutely terrible. Who would ever think to themselves, I want to hunt for a shiny Stantler because it looks great? No one says that. People who hunt for a shiny Stantler are the people who want to hunt for every shiny Pokemon, but they leave Stantler last because they want to keep their eyesight for as long as possible. Another thing, why lime green? Why couldn't it be gray, dark brown, maroon, light gray, red, yellow, blue, magenta? Why lime green? Oh well, at least they didn't tarnish a Pokemon that I actually like. Hey guys, hope you liked the video. It took me quite a while to make this one. A lot of my other videos don't, like especially my playthroughs, don't take long at all. But this one took quite a few, it took 2 days. I'm not used to that, I'm used to just one day, really. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun to make, and it was a lot of fun to look at all the shiny Pokemon, because I haven't seen all the shiny Pokemon, so it's pretty neat doing that. I will say this. The Pokemon in this video were not ranked. These are not the only bad shinies. Okay, actually I should say this. The shinies that I listed, I can understand why people would like them, except for Stantler. Stantler's terrible. But the others, I can get them. I get it. People like him, that's fine. If you like Stantler, that's fine too, don't worry. What else? Oh, I don't have a capture card for my 3DS, so that's kind of why there wasn't any gameplay. But next week, maybe next week, I will have the best shinies, because there are a ton of good shinies, like I said in the video at the beginning. There are a ton of good shinies. So yeah, if you're watching this in the distant future, then it should be at the end screen, but I don't know, maybe I forgot. Yeah, I think I've rambled for quite some time, so yeah. Thank you all for watching, hope you liked it. Share it with your friends. Don't share it with your friends that don't like Pokemon, because that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, go ahead and share it, and I will hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.